For the purposes of things such as non-directional option strategies, ADX can be a useful tool in identifying well-defined horizontal ranges that last for a longer period, such as in this case where values remain well below 20. In addition, price and ADX values don't have drastic and sustained fluctuations. Then when the chart decisively breaks out of the prolonged horizontal range, we see those familiar characteristics. The main one being a sharp increase in ADX that eventually crosses well above 20. That coincides with the strongest directional portion of this trend, in this case when the uptrend began to break higher and surpassed the upper boundary of the well-defined range. After the uptrend stalled, there was the appropriate plateau and decline of the ADX, which naturally begins to rise as there is an acceleration in directional movement, in this case towards a downtrend. Though ADX doesn't rise for long due to a relatively rapid transition towards more range-bound movement that sees frequent yet smaller fluctuations in price in relatively defined ranges, while ADX generally decreases or remains flat at around values of 20 or lower. Then with a transition to a well-defined uptrend, ADX rises on a moderate to steep slope. And as usual, bullish development becomes even more well-defined after ADX goes over 20. And it's a good demonstration again of why the default setting is left at 14 most often, because stronger directional movement usually takes place in the medium to short term, while the development towards that strong portion of a trend usually takes a longer time to develop, and the stronger directional movement usually also has an impact on the longer term context of the chart well into the future.